Camelot 331 here, and I'm back, finally, with some of the wildest garbage that you've sent to me. You take years off my life sending me this absolute garbage, and you forced me to read it, because if I didn't read it, then I couldn't pay my mortgage, which is pretty important. So today, we're going to cover a special fall edition of the worst stuff that happens out there in the wild, of the retail, the places you may work. I don't know where you work, but you apparently work in hell, judging from these messages that you've sent me. Your message may be in here. If it is, comment down below. And wait till the last one. Oh my God. It's just too much. It's too much, and I'm at the end of my journey, I think. So before we get into it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, doodle. That's real important. And also, make sure you subscribe if you have not. First message, and this message is probably going to get me banned forever, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Whatever, right? Who cares? It's not like I like my life. So a couple of months ago, I took compliance calls. It was an average day, nothing weird, but I got a call that went through my lunchtime. So a store associate calls and says he has an issue and does not know how to handle it. This issue is pretty spicy. In the background, I can hear a lady yelling at him. "You're taking this damn thing back," she says. So the guy's like, "I have this angry customer trying to bring back an item, but the thing is, we are not supposed to take it back, baby." I was like, okay, what is it? So he goes, "It's an adult toy she got online." And you think that's the worst of it. It's not. That's not the worst at all. That's the best part, actually. I enjoy this part. So I said the normal thing, those are not refundable nor returnable. Well, in the background, I can hear her say, "My doctor said this would fix my issue." What? So I was like, what? He goes, "Yeah, she was prescribed to buy this." What? Again, I was like, okay, give me the item ID. So I look it up, and it's a fist. A rubber fist, apparently. I was having to fight myself from laughing, but the associate knew I was smirking. I felt so bad for him because he had this out at customer service getting yelled at by this woman. So I told him since it's prescribed, do the return. So I ended the call, and I brought over a friend and showed him what I had to deal with, and he goes, "I'm sorry, but if something that big does not satisfy her, she needs to take a hefty bag and a bunch of lube and sit on a cinder block." And there goes the ads. Rest in peace, everybody. We're banned. What kind of doctor prescribes a fist? In what situation would I need 100 milligrams of fist? Is my bowels obstructed? I don't know. Will that make it work? I don't know. Well, it can't get much worse from here. Next message. Back when I worked at Kroger, I had another coworker come up to me saying that there was someone asleep on the toilet. Yay, my favorite kind of stories, the toilet ones. Confused, I went to investigate. I could see the guy's legs from under the stall, so I knocked a few times and got no answer. It was unlocked, so I begrudgingly opened the stall to see the man. He looked like he had just stepped out of a coal engine on a locomotive. What the hell? Blue overalls and no shirt. Black char all over what skin was showing, and was laying on the toilet with his head awkwardly bent between the toilet tank and the wall. Damn, son, he's dead as hell. I kicked his foot lightly to make sure he wasn't dead and got no response. I ran to get a manager to call the paramedics. They got there and found 3 to 9 needles and some other paraphernalia. They took him to the hospital, and a couple hours later, one of the medics came back into the store for some personal shopping. Me, being an 18-year-old kid, asked if I had just seen a dead guy. They said they gave him some Narcan, and he woke up pissed that they took his high. Stepped right off of a locomotive, because it's 1930 apparently, and he was really stressed out and just needed to unwind on the toilet, baby. With some injectables. I don't know. But what would really make him unwind is 100 milligrams a fist. Just use what the last lady had. That would probably help anybody in any situation. Are you sad because you're stressed out at work? Fist. Bowel obstructed? Fist. Are you hungry? Fist. Are you a Karen and you want to return something and you be an asshole? 100 milligrams straight to the damn face. Next message. Yesterday was my last day with Gamestop. 13 years of stories coming your way. I feel free, and now I don't have to worry about percentages or numbers. And I'll tell you one thing, not having to worry about that kind of stuff, that arbitrary stuff that makes no difference or no sense to everybody in the grand scheme of things, to get rid of that unneeded stress is probably the best thing you can possibly do in your life. A sales goal doesn't matter. To me. To my life. Damn it. I was on medical leave after an attempted suicide, and after being gone 4 months, my DM visited me that same day to talk to me about numbers and performance. Shocking. They have no heart and soul. That all went out the window last August when all your predictions started becoming a reality. I'm going to say it went out the window probably when the company went corporate, which is a long time ago. They don't care. Nobody cares. Ain't nobody care about nothing. If I don't have food, my dog doesn't care. He doesn't care. Next message, another one that's going to get me banned. I shouldn't even, this video is going to get 7 views now. So I've been with a tractor supply company for about 1.5 years. At the time of my hiring, I was hired to be a stalker. I did this for about 5 months. During the 5-month period, a new guy was hired on as team lead, and surely after he was hired, he immediately engaged in conversation with me and one of the other work buddies involving blank stuff. Can't say that. It's bad. It's bad. Think small. And ranking our female coworkers who outnumber us 3-1 on a tier list of who you would coitus. Damn, this message is rough. Blank out every damn thing. It's like an Eminem song in the 90s when you were 12 and you had to buy the CD that was the safe version, and all it did was bleep every 2 seconds. Yeah, that's this message. I immediately walked away and told the store manager. He told me that he will report it to HR, which respectively he did, but nothing was done. This guy had continued to harass the female associates. He had even threatened me a couple times, and even these confrontations went unpunished. A couple months passed, and I become team lead. I thought it was going pretty good. Well, I thought too highly of this place, and now I'm getting fired for forgetting to lock a door correctly, even though I had done nothing else wrong. So what have we learned at Tractor Supply? What have we learned? You don't lock a door, you gonna get fired. But you can harass everybody else, and that is okay. That's fine. They don't take people's life seriously, just their product. That's the most important thing. Profit, baby, over people. Hell yes. Next message. Well, some background for the stories. I've worked for Papa John's for 2 to 3 years as a team member and worked my way up to shift leader. The big time, baby. Well, our old district manager got recognized for blackmailing someone high up in corporate, and the store I worked at didn't have a general manager. This is a reoccurring thing. So they gave us this dude from a city about 3 hours away. Well, this dude wouldn't train anyone for anything. Story of my life. Just throw them into work while he sat in the office nursing hangovers. Story of my life. When he made me a manager, he said he was going to show me how to run the store and close it, and then left randomly halfway through the shift. Perfect. Fast forward a couple months, and he was promoted to district manager. I have no idea how. He then hired who is now one of my best friends as the GM. Well, some stupid BS he did caused the GM, myself, and about 4 other people to quit. The district would put out the schedule, and everyone would think they're working a 4 to 10 shift, but when we get to work, he would change it to 4 to 6 or 7. Literally just so he could make a couple extra dollars on his bonus. Shocking. Bonuses are pretty cool though. Keep in mind this is a $1.2 million store and no one got raises, bonuses, or anything like that. A little later, a fellow shift manager would start getting lazy and acting just like the DM and would leave her shifts to be ran by me and the oven tender. Literally everyone at the store complained about this manager, but literally no action had been taken about it. They have a new GM after the last one who wouldn't put up with the BS anymore, and the new GM wants to fire this one manager, but the DM thinks so highly of her and won't fire her, even though my friend who still works there said the manager called out for a week and a half. This is really causing me to believe she is doing something unholy to keep her job. I visited the store last Friday and saw one person doing the work of a whole 5 to 8 person crew. Shocking. So what have we learned? Don't work at Papa John's. That was a whole mess. I don't even know what just happened. I think that's pretty obvious information though. Don't work at Papa John's. That's pretty obvious. Next message, and probably one of the worst places to work at in the damn world. Here we go. So it's absolutely terrible. I quit today. I work for a local DSP, which is a delivery service partner, which delivers packages for Amazon. It's like a third party. To start, I was given absolutely no on-the-job training. Shocking. Heard that before. First day, I had an Excel route, and they told me to just figure it out as I go. They say goal is 20 stops an hour, which isn't impossible, but once you meet that goal, they increase it to 25 to 30. You get a different number of stops every day. I usually had 150 to 200, and they want you back at the same time every day. Ooh, God. That's terrible. For my specific company, the latest we could return was 8:45 p.m. I was written up and threatened with my job for coming back between 7:30 and 8 because it was almost late. Shocking. All of the vans have some sort of issue and some even lack rear view cameras. Once my van broke down 10 minutes from the warehouse, my manager told me to walk to the nearby stops and he'd be there soon. Just walk. It's fine. It's a great job. He showed up an hour and a half later to tell me I had done the worst job ever. Well, he had no van, damn it. The app you use for navigation absolutely sucks. It's called Flex. It's not true GPS, it's pre-made maps that have no idea which way you're actually facing, so you'll be driving the wrong way without even knowing it. Flex also tells you when to take breaks, but my DSP said we don't do breaks at all because it kills too much time. Heard this 100 times from DSP people. You're not allowed to take breaks. Half of the gas cards don't work, and the managers tell us just to use our own money and they'll put it back in our check, but they never do. And when questioned, they say, "Come on, man, it was just $30. Damn, son. Amazon was constantly hounding our dispatchers to make us go faster. In the rain, we had to drive faster to get the job done faster. Overall, the worst job experience of my life. I just filled out paperwork for the Coast Guard, and I'm never looking back at that place again." I've heard so many terrible things about DSP companies, some better, some worse, most of them pretty terrible. 4 out of 10 on average. Stay away from Amazon delivery or DSP services because you're going to get ran into the ground, baby. But if you get ran into the ground and you're feeling kind of bad, all you need is 100 milligrams of this fist and it'll loosen you up, baby. We're already banned. I could say whatever. It's fine. It's just a fist. It's a doctor thing. I'm a doctor now. Certified, baby. So that's all I have. Make sure you follow me on Instagram or Twitter. You can message me on there and send me your terrible ass stories. They're terrible. They never get any better. But that's the story of my life. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8:30 p.m. You can check it out. I'll tell your stories on there as well. And also, make sure you do me a big ass favor. Make sure you get on it. Doggone it. Bye. Yeah. Oh.